film at them. They're heavy underdogs, and that being said,
your buddy Perry Power Guide picks the Trojans by 15.
And he's not been as accurate this year as he was last year.
You're going to have to quit giving him so much credit.
Yeah, he's been accurate 82% of the time. Last year he's around 88, 89%. So that's, it is what it is, Riz, there. What do you think Morgan looks at this game and they feel like their keys to this game?
Well, Morgan wants to put the pressure on the Wildcats early. I think you'll probably see a lot of different defensive looks, blitzing with the Richfield quarterback Brandon Willardson, where he hasn't had as much varsity game experience this year. They'll probably test him early, and they're going to key on Brody Ellis and try to prevent him from getting off to a good start on the ground attack. But really not a lot of surprise as far as what the Trojans do. They run a wing tee, a lot of sweeps and counters. Their fullback, they basically put another lineman there at the fullback spot. They don't have him carry the ball. They pull a guard on most plays. No surprise usually what they're running, but even when you know what's coming, it's hard to stop.
Well, we're going to take another break again. This is the quarterfinal 3A football action. Immediately following this game, for our South Sevier County listeners, you'll be able to follow the Rams as they'll be in Moab to take on the Grand Red Devils. We will leave this game immediately to go to that game. And so I know there's some interest there in Sevier County for that also. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with more pregame here at Morgan High School as the Richfield Wildcats are getting set to take on the Trojans.
Whether you're headed to college or getting ready to travel the hills looking for your next four-legged trophy, you want to know that your vehicle is running right. That's why you take it to Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair. Fast, friendly service and over 35 years experience makes Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair your first choice when it comes to keeping your vehicle going. Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair off the North I-70 exit in Richfield, 896-8768. 896-8768.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, molds, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264.
Valley Medical Center serves people with medical needs in Richfield and the surrounding communities by providing excellence in a wide range of quality inpatient and outpatient services, from dialysis to emergency care to home care and hospice to respiratory therapy. Sevier Valley Medical Center is growing and expanding as they continue to provide the best health care for Sevier, Wayne, and Paiute counties.
We got tired of people thinking of us as just a wing joint, so we're changing our name to Wingers Roadhouse Grill. And to celebrate, we are now offering our new Fast Finger Lunch. You'll get an endless salad, our world-famous sticky fingers, steak fries, and a soft drink. It's all endless, and it's only $8.99. The Fast Finger Lunch. Salad, sticky fingers, fries, and a drink. Only $8.99, and only at Wingers Roadhouse Grill.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3630.
Before it gets too cold.
Yeah, and it is very sunny, very nice afternoon. We do have Eric Peterson who's come here. He'll be giving us some sideline reports, and it'll be brought to you by Designer Trends. They're the sponsor. Main Street in Richfield, big city style, small town prices. And he's walking out on the field as we speak. Going to try and get just a pre-game interview with one of the coaches, Rich.
Looks like we have, I always wonder what playoff games where your officials would come from. Kind of looks like a split Utah County, the Ogden Salt Lake crew.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I've seen some of them before. And, you know, when you come to playoff football, you have generally the best officials, and hopefully you're at your best as you play. I kind of like the matchup of this game. I think for Richfield it's much more favorable than Judge Memorial would have been.
Yeah, you know, a beatable team. You know, there's always a chance here where you had Morgan. You know, they were right there on the verge of a division championship last week. They, you know, undefeated last week going into the Judge game. The winner was going to be the division champ, and it was a close game, 14-7 for Judge at the half, and then Judge just kind of opened it up to a lead of 28-7. Morgan with a late score to make it 28-14. But a game they really felt like had they made an adjustment or two earlier in the game that they had a chance to win it.
Okay, we're now going to go down to Eric Peterson on the sideline for our Designer Trends interview. And I guess he's not going to be able to talk to the coach. We're too close to the pregame. He's going to come off the field. And so
we'll try to catch up to Eric here in a few minutes, maybe.
Okay, so I think the key for Richfield and starting out, I think turnovers are always a key. I think the quarterback play where Willardson coming in his second game, I think we'll see a lot of improvement. Not that he played bad last week, but a junior quarterback stands 6'6" and has a pretty good arm. I think we'll see some improvement in the quarterback.
Yeah, with a game of experience, a full game where you know, it was a confidence builder in a lot of ways. I think maybe a few of the throws that he forced last week, maybe we won't see that. But I like his accuracy. I think he's a weapon back there with his arm, and wouldn't be surprised to see him and a Brennan Thomas hook up on a long ball.
Well, I just think that there's a lot of keys that will go in other directions. We do have other games going on today. Why don't you go through the other games?
Do you want to go to Eric here first?
Eric's been down on the field, and let's go down to Eric down on the field.
Well, there's some perfect temperatures down here on the field. I tell you, it's probably the best weather we've had all year for a football game, and it's the beginning of November, so it's pretty crazy that way. But both teams seemed really focused. Richfield seems really upbeat. Coach Morris and Coach Clark seem really ready for this ball game, so it should be a good one.
Appreciate that, Eric. It's always great to have Eric here, working the sidelines right down there in the middle of the action, and we hope to continue to utilize him throughout the broadcast tonight.
Well, other games going on in 3A football this afternoon. Juab is hosting, they're hosting Grantsville. Judge Memorial is hosting tonight North Sanpete. And you'll be able to follow both those games on sister stations. And the other 3A game was...
You mentioned North Sanpete and Judge.
Yes. And then you had, let's look at the bracket.
Manti, you mentioned?
Yes, Manti. I did not mention Manti. They're hosting Emory. And so then the winners meet next Friday and Saturday, depending on how it is. They have moved to the similar format that the 4A and 5A and the 3AA have, where they play 3 games one day and 3 games the next day. And they'll move to Southern Utah University. Then the championships are scheduled for the following Saturday at, here in Ogden at Weber State University.
Which will be a fun venue for the 3 single A state championship at Weber State. And the one thing about it in the 3 single A, where there's not as many teams, it doesn't take too long to get to the semifinals and finals.
Well, you win 1 game, you're in the semis. You win 2, you're in the state championship. They're getting set to present the colors here. So we'll take a final break, and we'll come back with the kickoff of this playoff game between the Richfield Wildcats and the Morgan Trojans.
Please stand and remove your headgear for the presentation of the flags.
Centricom Channel 10 Sports and Mid-Utah Radio, the sports leader in South Central Utah, now present another exciting high school football game broadcast. This sports broadcast is brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. And now, let's go live to the football field for simulcast coverage of high school football on Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10.
You've been listening to the Snow College pregame show from Morgan High School, and we'll now get set as the captains are going to go meet at midfield here. And Rich, the other games I did pull out, I got it listed. Grantsville is a 3-point favorite over Juab today. Judge Memorial, 38-point favorite over North Sanpete. Manti, a 20-point favorite over Emory. Morgan, a 15-point favorite over Richfield. Beaver, a 27-point favorite over Parowan. Grand, a 22-point favorite over South Sevier. South Summit, a 17-point favorite over San Juan. And North Summit, who ironically won their region, ranked only number 4, is a 7-point favorite over Gunnison. That's the closest of all the teams. And Gunnison was an upset winner at Enterprise, and North Summit was the number 1 seed out there, and that's the closest game.
Yeah, a lot of football action. This is the first of a number of games to catch today on the radio.
And now, what will happen? They meet the captains. Richfield, the visiting team, will get to call the coin. And what that means is they'll call either heads or tails. And if they win, they get 4 options. They get the option to either be the receiving team, to defer to the second half, or they could choose to kick or defend. But if you choose to kick or defend a goal, you would kick both halves. And Richfield has won the toss. And, well, Morgan won the toss. Morgan has chosen to receive. So Morgan's going to receive from the south. Richfield's going to kick from the north.
Looks like Morgan will be receiving the ball to start out on offense this game.
Yeah, Morgan wants the ball to start with here. It'd be great for the Wildcats if they could have a big stop on this opening drive.
The volleyball team is down in Orem. UVU participating
So Morgan will have the football as we start this game. Officials make their way to the ends of the field here. And we're set for 3A football playoff action here.
Stansbury, that's who it was. Stansbury.
And Rich,
Tomorrow morning.
good crowd on here. We got to tour a facility here. You want to just briefly?
Yeah, a good friend of mine, Ren Hoops, the assistant principal, athletic director, took us on a nice tour of their indoor athletic and physical education facility. They got a grant a few years ago, $3 million grant. They have a indoor football field that's comparable to the BYU indoor facility.
And when you say comparable, there's no exaggeration in that.
And with a couple of differences, though, the one end also has a full-length basketball court that they can play freshman, sophomore games. They also have classrooms on the one end and coach's office. Just really an amazing facility. And an indoor track around it.
So now,
and
Kazi getting set to kick off for Richfield. For the Trojans, they have two receivers staying the 10-yard line. And Wimsley's going to pick it up around the 11. Does hand off on the reverse. And it's given to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's got room. He's at the 25, the 30, and knocked out of bounds somewhere just beyond the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Riley Cunningham able to upend him near the Richfield sideline. Kerrigan, really a great runner. He's their leading rusher on the season, 808 yards, 15 touchdowns, which is 10th overall among all classifications in the state. Averages over 7 yards a carry.
And they mark him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Morgan, the initial possession of the football game from their own 30-yard line. And Saunders is going to pitch out and go wide as it goes to Murdoch. And Murdoch's going to be brought down after maybe a 1 or 2 yard pickup.
Yeah, Richfield doing a nice job just holding him to a 1 yard gain there on first down.
And it's Ben Saunders. He's a 6'3" senior quarterback for this Morgan Trojan team.
And give a lot of credit there on that play to Ryder Ripstein, who was able to bring him down.
And coming out of the center, wing T formation, they do hand off to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's got a hole through the middle. He's across the linebackers into the 40, the 45, into Wildcat territory around the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a gain of about 24 by Kerrigan. You see his speed darting up the middle there, and big hole.
So Morgan started from their own 30-yard line. They run the first play, pick up 1 yard. The second play, big gain, moves into Wildcat territory at the 47-yard line. So Morgan now with a 1st and 10. Saunders again gets Kerrigan on the right side, and Kerrigan fights his way from the 47 down to the 40-yard line for a 7-yard pickup.
This Morgan Trojan team with some good size up front, and you see the push right there, Rick. 7 yards straight up the middle.
Well, they actually give him forward progress down to the 39, so it's going to be 2nd down and 2 for the Trojans. This Wildcat defense, which played so tough against UAB last week, has given up some early yardage here. Now, inside reverse, this time coming back the other way. They faked the handoff and came back to Holland. And Holland picks up the first down around the 30-yard line of Richfield.
Yeah, 10 yards on the carry there for Holland.
So Morgan has moved from their own 30 to the Richfield 30-yard line. They picked up 2 first downs. The good news for Richfield is they have not given up any points yet, but certainly Morgan very much on the move here. Saunders comes underneath center. And again, on the inside, little inside reverse play, they hand off to Murdoch, and Murdoch is down to the 25-yard line for a 5-yard pickup.
Ryder Ripstein on the stop for the Wildcats. And Morgan with one of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman in 3A football. Kyle Stapley, 6'4", 280 pounds, really presents some challenges for the Wildcats so far.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5, and the pitch goes back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to get wide, and this time the Cats are there to stack him up. He does pick up yardage. It's going to be short of a 1st down, so it'll be 3rd and short.
Brian Curtis there to wrap him up first, and then a host of Wildcat defenders there to pounce on top of him. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 3, Rick.
So the Trojans have to get to the 20-yard line. They're at the Richfield 23. No score in the ball game. Just under 9 minutes to go in the first period. Initial possession of the game for either team. And now they again to give to Kerrigan on the right side. Just a little inside reverse, and the Trojans easily pick up the 1st down for their 3rd first down of this drive.
You know, the Trojans, they pull a guard on almost every single play, and they're really tough to stop those big offensive linemen from creating those big holes right now for the Wildcats.
Well, they mark it at the 16-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Richfield 16-yard line. Morgan started this drive at their own 30. They have driven down to the 16-yard line of Richfield. Initial possession for either team. And Saunders comes under center, does send a man in motion, and he fakes it and comes back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan going on the right side. He hit at the line, but breaks a tackle, veers off to the right, picks up 3, maybe 4 yards of hard-fought running.
Shea Morris and Ryder Ripstein there for the Wildcats after Morgan gain on 1st down of about 4.
2nd down and 6 as the ball is moved down to the 12-yard line. And, you know, we don't see enough of these teams to know whether or not they have kickers, whether there's 4-down territory. But certainly Morgan threatening here. And Saunders, again on the inside, gives it on a little reverse to Murdoch. And Murdoch's going to go in for a touchdown. And Morgan has taken the lead on a Murdoch 12-yard run.
Yeah, Morgan just having their way on that opening drive, capped off by Murdoch's 12-yard TD run.
And that comes with 7:40 to go here in the first period. As the Trojans really make it look almost too easy there. They had 3 first downs on the 70-yard drive that went just over 5 minutes. The kick is down and is blocked. Richfield has blocked the extra point try, so maybe the best thing that happened on that, the Wildcats able to block it. And so we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll come back. Richfield getting set to receive the football for the first time.
Hot cars, 2 for $4. Ketchup only 99 cents. Tomatoes, $1.29 a pound.
Where are you finding prices that low?
Andy's Market in Monroe.
Now with those prices, I'll bet it's worth the drive for grocery shopping.
Oh, you'll save money on more than groceries. Andy's Market will give you a gas punch card, and you can earn free gas just for shopping there. And they have a bookstore, a bakery, and even a grill for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You talked me into it. I'm shopping at Andy's Market.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
On the goal line, but it's where the football is, and it appeared to me that he was in the back and behind the goal line, and finally the officials signaled that.
Yeah, Riley Cunningham was ready to run that out. And important for Richfield here to answer back strongly against that convincing opening drive by the Trojans.
This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Zions Bank in Richfield, also by D.P. Curtis Trucking. Now Willardson underneath center, has a man out, and it's caught by Thomas. Thomas is very close to the first down, but he kneeled down, and they got his knee down out around the 27-yard line for a 7-yard pickup.
Nice reception, 7 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and as he turned to make a move on the defender, he lost his footing. Otherwise, he could have had a good opportunity to gain another maybe 5 yards after the catch.
And they do give him out to the 28-yard line. So the Wildcats pick up 8 yards on their initial possession. Morgan leading 6-0. Richfield with a second down and 2 at their own 28-yard line. Willardson with a quick pitch back. Goes to Ellis. Ellis has room. He's got the first down and then some. He's across the 30, out to the 35, out to the 36. And Ellis showing some speed there of his own.
Yeah, nice 8-yard carry, a sweep to the outside. And, I like, Rick, how Richfield opened up this drive with the pass completion. We know teams are going to key on Ellis in the run and helping to maybe free some things up for the ground attack.
So the ball is marked out to the 37-yard line. Richfield with a 1st and 10. They'll send Morgan Torgerson in motion. They hand to Brody Ellis on a dive play right over the center, and Morgan will have nothing to do with it. They stack him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Trojans with their big lineman led by 6'4", 280-pound Kyle Stapley, just pushing Richfield linemen behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere for Ellis to go.
And our Mason Machinery time check, 6:13 to go in the first period. 6-0, Morgan with the lead. Richfield with a second down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Initial possession here in the first half for Richfield. They'll give the pitch back to Ellis. Ellis breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's across the 40, out to close to the 45. Short of a first down, but a nice run by Brody Ellis.
Yeah, nice job on second down there. Ellis getting a lot of that, most of it on his own there as he broke a couple of tackles. Hit initially at the line of scrimmage and able to bring up third and about 2.5.
So we'll call it third and a long 8 for Richfield.
Long 2.
Yeah, long 2. I said 8. I was thinking, you knew what I was thinking there. Apologize to our listeners there. And Richfield now with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ellis the single setback. Willardson underneath center. He fakes the pitch, comes back underneath Shea Morrison, and Morrison's got the first down. He's into Trojan territory across the 50, down to the 48-yard line.
Needed 2, got about 7. The Trojan defense really keyed on the pitch. Nice fake by Willardson, inside handoff to Morrison. Nice gain to move the chains.
So the Cats have moved from their own 20-yard line into Trojan territory, the 46-yard line. Morgan just went right through Richfield when they had the ball, 70 yards. Richfield trying to return the favor, but they still have a long ways to go. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Cats will send Cunningham in motion. They give to Ellis. Ellis has room on the right side. He's across the 45 down to the 40-yard line for a 6-yard pickup.
Nice blocking up front there by the Wildcat lineman to give a nice hole up front there for Ellis and bring up a 2nd and 4.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Sevier Valley Hospital and State Bank of Southern Utah. And the Wildcats are looking at 2nd down, and we'll call that 4. The ball right at the 40-yard line of Morgan. And Willardson now looking at his backs behind him. Split pro set formation behind him. He'll send 2 receivers to the left. Send a man in motion. And he's going to hand off to Morgan Torgerson. And Torgerson's got the first down as Richfield gets their third first down here on this drive.
Yeah, nice power running up the middle by Morgan Torgerson. Doesn't usually get a lot of carries, but that time a nice 6-yard gain to move the ball to the Trojan. You say 33?
Yes, I would say down around the 33-yard line. So Richfield has moved from their own 20-yard line. They've moved to the Morgan 33-yard line. They have 1st and 10.
3:50 to go here in the first quarter.
And the Wildcats will now send 2 receivers to the right. Again, split backfield, pro set formation for the Cats. They'll quick pitch back to Torgerson, trying to go wide. And Morgan comes up and hits Morgan Torgerson, and he fights his way maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Richfield very fortunate not to lose yardage.
Yeah, kind of a slow developing play to the outside. Looked like there might be some room and blockers to the outside, but the Trojans really shut that down quickly and brings up a 2nd and 10.
So the ball at the Morgan 33-yard line. Game brought to you in part by Centricom Channel 10. You can watch it live. And now Willardson back to pass. Has a man. It's going to be caught out there by Jerem Stewart. And Stewart's going to be short of the first down, but a nice pickup down around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, nice route and nice timing throw there by Willardson to Stewart. And going to bring up about a 3rd and 3. And Willardson looked good passing the two attempts so far on this drive.
2:42 to go here in the first period. 6-0, Morgan with the lead. Richfield with their initial possession. And they have driven down to the Trojan 26-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Willardson, the junior quarterback under center, will send a man in motion. And he does hand off to the man in motion, and that was Cunningham. And Cunningham's going to be stacked right at the line.
Yeah, really a great push by the defensive line of the Trojans. Not fooled by that handoff there to Cunningham. And the Wildcats actually going to lose 2 to 3 yards. Going to bring up a 4th and 4.
4th and 4 for Richfield at the Morgan 27-yard line. And it looks like Richfield's going to go for it here. Morgan leading 6-0. And Willardson with a power I formation here this time with a long count.
Trojans almost jumped.
And now they give to Ellis. Oh, what a great play by the Trojans. Big defensive tackle. He just came in and leveled Ellis.
Kyle Stapley, who's got a good 120-pound edge on Brody Ellis, just met 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great defensive play there. Oh, he came just running in there. Richfield had no hope on that. And now the Trojans will take over leading 6-0. Game is brought to you by Wingers. And now 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, and Morgan with a nice run right over the middle. They're doing just what they did the first time they had the football, as Murdoch just runs up the middle.
Yeah, Richfield really struggling with this ground attack by the Trojans. Still, Trojans with no pass attempts here as we near the end of the first quarter, and they have a 6-0 lead.
Let's go down
that's
to
really
our
a heartbreaker there for Richfield on that last drive. They had really a lot of momentum going for them, but that last play there, they just got blown off the ball by the defense, and it resulted in the turnover on downs.
Eric Peterson with our Designer Trends sideline report. Now Morgan with a 2nd down and 3. Back to pass. The first pass of the game. Passes out, and a nice, well-thrown pass, but incomplete, intended for Bobby Clough.
Yeah, Clough, one of their favorite targets when they do pass, but really good pass protection that time by the Wildcats. 3 defenders near surrounding Clough downfield.
So 3rd down and 3 here. Maybe a short 3 yards for Morgan. Maybe one of the bigger defensive opportunities here for Richfield here in the first half. Morgan leading 6-0. 57 seconds to go in the first period here at Morgan High School. And again, on a little inside reverse action, and they get it, and Morgan's Ben Holland able to pick up the first down as Morgan continues to churn out your yardage against Richfield.
Yeah, really, outside of about the first offensive play of the game where Kerrigan only had a 1-yard run, all of the rest of the carries have been for about an average of 7-8 yards.
4 first downs now for Morgan in this game. This drive started at their own 30-yard line. Last time Morgan started their own 30-yard line, went 70 yards to pick up the touchdown. Now Kerrigan going on the right side, and the Wildcats come up and try and stop him, and Kerrigan just fights across the 45 out to the 46, 47-yard line when it looked like he might be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Kerrigan, a small guy, probably only about, I'd guess 5'7", 5'8", but does a good job cutting and running hard.
And that's going to end the first period here for Morgan High School. The Trojans have the football. They lead 6-0. They're looking at 2nd down and 5 from their own 47-yard line. We'll be back.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
Great deals are easy to find at Designer Trends in Richfield. In fact, right now you can find little girls' rock and roll cowgirl bootcut jeans, sizes 8 through 14, only $59. Also in stock is a great selection of new belts and jewelry. If you're looking for the highest quality clothes and all at the best prices, then take a look at Designer Trends, located at 8 North Main Street in Richfield. For the latest deals and savings, like Designer Trends on Facebook.
This game is brought to you in part by Wingers. They're proud to sponsor the offensive player of the game, locally owned. Morgan on a 2nd down and 5, and they're hit behind the line, and maybe the best defensive play of the afternoon by the Wildcats. Murdoch did fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Could have lost a couple yards, but the Cats with a good defensive stop there.
Richfield not fooled at all on that reverse, and Nathan Woolsey there to wrap him up, and had a lot of help bringing him down. And this brings up a real crucial 3rd and 5. Important for the Wildcats to stop them, maybe gain some momentum here.
From their own 47-yard line, Morgan has to get to the Richfield 47-yard line. Leading 6-0 over Richfield. The Trojans send a man in motion. Now they give on a straight dive play, and it's Holland, and Holland crosses midfield, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Going to be about a yard short there. Great job by the Wildcat defense to stop him just short. And with this ball at midfield, the Trojans will definitely go for it.
Yeah, they don't show any hesitation here. So if the Wildcats can hold, they'd have great field position. Morgan leading 6-0. It's 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it here. Big play here in the first half. And now on an inside handoff, Morgan easily picks up the first down, and they move it to the 45-yard line. I have to pick up Kerrigan.
Again, about 4 there for Kerrigan, and that's one of his shortest carries of the game at 4 yards.
So the Trojans have a first down at the Richfield 45-yard line. Ironically, they've had the ball twice, Morgan has. Both drives have started from their own 30-yard line. The first time they went 70 yards, scored a touchdown. This is their 2nd possession of the ball game. Shotgun formation for Saunders. Saunders is going to hand on an end around as he gives it to Peterson. Peterson cuts upfield. He's at the 40 and then stopped.
Actually slipped slipped at about the 42. His knee was down, so give him about 3 yards on the carry.
And so it's going to be 2nd down and 7 now for Morgan. And Rich?
Had he not slipped, he probably would have gained about another 4 yards.
Morgan not doing anything fancy, but very, very effective here. Now another end around. They give it to Holland, and Holland fighting his way close to the first down, still going. And now a flag comes flying from the back, Judge. And that flag came about 15 yards. This has been a very penalty-free game. We'll have to see what he saw.
Brody Ellis, Shea Morrison there for the Cats.
And there's still he moves it up, and we'll have to see what it is.
Morgan seems to be backing up.
I would guess the way they're looking, it's going to be a hold or a block in the back. Sometimes it's face mask, but Morgan is moving back, so it appears to me it is going to be on Morgan. And what did he signal there? Rich, I was not looking at the...
I think it was personal foul.
Okay, personal foul. So that would be a 15-yard penalty. I was looking over at the umpire, and then the referee signaled, and so I didn't see it. That will be 15.
Foul against the Trojans.
Yeah, in that pileup,
and the question is, was it a dead ball or a live ball? And he ruled it was a live ball.
Had to be a live ball from when they threw it.
Well, personal fouls quite often are ruled as dead ball. Anyway, it's going to be nonetheless second down, and they move it back to the 48-yard line.
A break for the Wildcats here as it moves back onto the Trojan side of the field.
And now a second penalty on Morgan. It's going to cost them another 5 yards.
It's going to be on the Wildcats.
Oh, Richfield, you're right. Richfield jumped.
Now Morgan gets 5 of those 15 back.
I thought the Morgan guy moved. I just looked down, Rich, and it moves it back to the Richfield side around the 47-yard line. And Morgan has to get to the 35 for a first down. So second down and 12 for the Trojans. 6-0 our score. Morgan with the lead. Only the second possession of the game for Morgan. Richfield's had it once. They did pick up 3 first downs and stalled around the 30-yard line of Morgan. And now Morgan will pitch in the backfield and breaking and tackles Kerrigan. Kerrigan's still going down to the 40-yard line.
Brian Curtis had hold of him at the line of scrimmage. Kerrigan, give him credit, able to break a tackle and able to gain a couple of additional yards. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they mark it right at between the 42 and 41. So 3rd and 7, Rich. And Morgan will, I would guess they're in 2-down territory regardless. They haven't shown much interest in wanting to punt here. Now they send one receiver to the right. I formation, back to pass. Saunders throwing downfield. It could be intercepted.
Wow.
And it's almost caught. It's incomplete.
I'll give the Wildcats credit. I thought number 8, Bridger Stednick, was going to come down with that, but did you see who that was for the Wildcats?
Yeah, that was Jerem Stewart. Jerem Stewart launched up in the air. I thought Stewart was going to catch it, and then he missed it, and then it looked like it was caught.
Had he knocked it out of the Morgan receiver's hand, that would have been about a 25-yard reception. Credit Stewart on the stop for the Wildcats.
So it's going to be 4th down and 7 for the Trojans. They do have shotgun formation for Saunders. A single setback behind him. Rolling out to his right to pass, being pressured. He's going to plant, throws downfield. It looked like it could have been intercepted. That one really did not have a good opportunity. And the Wildcats have held the Trojans and will take over from their own 42-yard line.
And again, for the Wildcats, that was Stewart. Great downfield defense.
Tell you what, Jerem's had some big plays early in this game.
And the Wildcats will take over on their own 42.
So Morgan leading. Go ahead.
A little bit of momentum now for the Wildcats with that stop. Hopefully, gives them some confidence here.
Yeah, Morgan has looked almost unstoppable to this Richfield defense. They picked up 5 straight first downs, and Richfield finally stopped.
Well, the 15-yard penalty really was the momentum changer.
No question. Shea Morrison goes in motion. They fake the hand up. Willardson wind to pass. Has a man downfield. It's a little underthrown. He had Thomas behind the defender. The pass was underthrown. It was thrown from his own 35-yard line down to the 20-yard line of Morgan. So there is reason Willardson was under pressure.
Yeah, and it was a long throw downfield too. And Thomas had about 5 yards on the defender, but ball just slightly underthrown.
Willardson's course standing 6'6", the junior, and just couldn't quite get planted. Now pro set formation for the Cats, split backfield. They'll send a man in motion, and somebody has lined up in the neutral zone, and they signaling that Richfield did. And so Richfield's going to lose 5 yards.
Well, unfortunate. We went pretty much the whole first quarter without a penalty, and now both teams starting to be a little bit penalty plagued second quarter.
And this game is brought to you in part by Barney Trucking, also Riverstone Contractors. And the Wildcats with a second down and 15 here. And they'll send a receiver to the right, to the left, split backfield. Willardson throws it out. Thomas has got it at around the 45, and he's not back. We'll have to see where they're going to mark his forward progress. And I think they're going to give it to him at the 44-yard line.
A gain of about 7 on that reception. And I like those little timing throws to the outside. That's the third one they've completed thus far in the game.
So 3rd down and 7 for Richfield from their own 44-yard line. 6-0. Morgan with the lead. 7:29 to go in the first half here. Just a reminder to our Sevier County listeners on this same station, KSBC 980, you'll be able to pick up the South Sevier Ram Grand Red Devil game from Moab immediately following this game. Willardson in shotgun formation. Looking down the field, throws over. Thomas has got it for a first down in Trojan territory, down around the 40-yard line. Well thrown. Thomas showing his leaping ability, goes high and comes down the reception.
Yeah, Thomas going across the middle. Ball was actually thrown behind him. He had to stop and then go in the air over his left shoulder, and nice acrobatic catch there to move the chains, gain of about 12 yards.
Thomas, a high jumper on this Richfield track team, one of the leaders in the state last year, showing his leaping ability, has great vertical leap. And Willardson now with the 1st and 10 at the Morgan 40-yard line. He'll send a man in motion. And now the handoff, fake handoff. Willardson's going to throw over the middle for Thomas. He's got it. He's down to first down territory around the 19-yard line. They split 2 defenders, and Willardson delivered the ball.
Yeah, you know, the Trojan defense really stacking the box against the run, giving a lot of cushion against the Richfield receivers, and Thomas across the middle again, gain of 21 yards.
So the ball's marked at the 18-yard line. Morgan leading this game 6-0. The Wildcats with a 1st and 10 at the Trojan 18-yard line. Willardson is going to pass over the middle, and it's overthrown, intended for Shea Morrison, but it was well over his head down the goal line.
Yeah, Willardson taking a shot right even before he got released on the football, and had he had even a split second longer, Rick, he had Morrison open. Also looked like Riley Cunningham downfield, and you know, receivers open if the line can give him some time. That time, the push from the Trojan defense able to prevent Willardson from having some time.
2nd down and 10 for Richfield at the Trojan 18-yard line. They'll send Morgan Torgerson in motion, and the pitch goes back to Ellis. Ellis plants. He's trying to get upfield. He's got speed. He's close to the first down and then some, and it's going to be goal to goal for the Cats inside the Trojan 10-yard line.
Yeah, great blocking to the right for the Wildcat line. Good job by Ellis hitting that hole quick, and got about 12 on that to make it 1st and goal.
It's marked at the 6-yard line. This is a very tough Morgan defense. Richfield in need of some points here, down 6-0. And Willardson will send 2 receivers to the left. A single setback is Ellis. And he's going to hand off to Ellis. Ellis on a dive play over the middle is going to fight his way across the 5 down to the 4-yard line for a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, really tough for the Wildcats to get much push up the middle. Running up the middle, they're going to run into Stapley.
I'll tell you, Stapley is a heck of an athlete. He just looks
for,
like a
for a 280-pound lineman, he's also pretty nimble with his feet, and you definitely want to see the ball going away from him.
Now the Cats come back with a pro set formation, split behind Willardson. And back to pass is Willardson, intended for Stewart, and this Stewart had a touchdown. Jared Stewart, or wait, was that Stewart? I believe it was.
Stewart.
It was. A little flag pattern where he went to the goal line and then went toward the corner, and Willardson delivered it. We're tied at 6. Richfield with a chance to take the lead here in Morgan.
Well, really an accurate throw. There was tight coverage there on Stewart. He did a nice job of coming down with that clean against that tight coverage.
And that comes with 5:08 to go in the first period. The Wildcats show their Daffy Duck formation, much like the University of Utah, if you followed college football. And Willardson getting set to kick the extra try. The ball is down, the kick is up, it's high enough, it's no good. So Morgan has stopped the Wildcats, keep the game remain tied. It's Richfield 6, Morgan 6. We'll be back in 60 with the kickoff.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Trucks move America, and that's a fact. DP Curtis Trucking has been moving America since 1982. It's a reflection of the drivers and the employees of DP Curtis Trucking. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to provide transportation services that meets the customer's needs with on-time delivery and in compliance with industry-related safety and regulatory requirements. DP Curtis will move your freight safely, efficiently, and on time. Call 435-896-4417. That's 896-4417.
Point after it, kicker.
Richfield misses his kicking as well as other things. Morgan now is going to do a reverse, and they do. They give it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's got room. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, and knocked out of bounds. And Kerrigan with a terrific reverse on the kickoff and comes into Wildcat territory.
Brennan Thomas able to push him out just past midfield. The Trojans will take over on the Richfield 48.
This game is brought to you in part by Red Hills Truck and Auto, also by Andy's Market. Of course, Andy's Market sponsors our defensive player of the game. They're so much more than a grocery store. Andy's Market in Monroe. So Morgan with the 1st and 10. They come again on the inside to Murdoch. Murdoch is going to veer his way across the 45, maybe down to the 44, depending on the spot.
Shea Morris and Nathan Woolsey on the stop for the Wildcats. Morgan with Kerrigan going to pick up 3 on the carry.
So 2nd down at 7. The ball's marked to the Richfield 44-yard line. 6-6 tie. 4:31 to go in the first half here in Morgan. And the Trojans, with great field position, start this drive. And they give it again to Kerrigan. Kerrigan's got the first right close to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Kerrigan just running right up the back of big Kyle Stapley, and a nice gain there to move the chains and to move it down to the Richfield 37.
6 first downs here in the first half for Morgan. This is only the 3rd possession of the first half for the Trojans. Richfield's only had the ball twice. Very much playoff football here where teams put together drives. You think execution is better, and it is generally. Saunders underneath center, and they hand off up the middle. Saunders did a great job of fooling me as he handed off that time to Holland, and Holland's going to be stacked up after a 1-yard, maybe 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, didn't fool the Richfield defense, though, on that inside handoff. Give some credit to Kevin Wayman there on the stop.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Morgan at the Richfield 35-yard line. 6-6 tie. 3:30 going the first half here. And Saunders comes under center. He's going to hand off, and I believe it was Kerrigan, and he was stacked right at the line. Did drive his feet to pick up 1 yard, but that was a hard-fought yard.
Probably the best push we've seen out of this Richfield defense all game long is Shea Morrison able to come through there from his linebacker spot. Short gain of 1.
And Shea laid the wood that time. I'll tell you what, Shea, an outstanding player for this Cat defense, as are several of the players, but 3rd down, and we'll call it still 7, a short 7 for the Trojans. They're showing shotgun formation this time for Saunders. Saunders is going to hand off on the end around the left side to Murdoch. Murdoch's got a tackler to beat, and he's brought down, and he falls forward. The fans are calling for...
they wanted the horse collar. But Thomas just able to get a fistful of his jersey and just had part of the numbers, part of his jersey, the back of his jersey, and hanging on for dear life, he was able to bring him down.
And it's going to be 4th down and 3 now. The ball at the 30-yard line of Richfield. 6-6 tie. 2:13, 2:12 to go in the first half. And the Trojans are going to go for it for the 2nd time in as many times. Well, all 3 drives, they've gone for 4th down plays. From a shotgun formation, Saunders wanting to pass, goes over the middle. Man, all alone, it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be Kerrigan. Kerrigan's all alone from the 30 yards out.
Well, he was all alone streaking on downfield. The closest Richfield defender was 10 yards away from him, and big play on 4th down as the Richfield defense was keying on a run.
And that was a huge play here as Richfield gives up a touchdown on a 4th down. And how far was it?
30 yards. It was 4th and 4.
And now the kick is up, and it's kind of wobbly, and again, it's no good. So neither one of these teams have been able to put together an extra point in this game. But Morgan has an extra touchdown to Richfield's. It's Morgan 12, Richfield 6, a minute 53 to go here in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come back.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
During peak season, your AGCO dealer, Mason Machinery, knows your equipment is your lifeline. AGCO PM360 Preventative Care can help you get the most out of your equipment, so customize a plan with your AGCO dealer that fits your machine and schedule. You'll get rewards for your preventative service visits and more. Get the details at Mason Machinery. Turn points that you can redeem for AGCO cash and merchandise. AGCO PM360 covers most major brands, so visit Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora.
Going to be a touchback, and Richfield's going to take over from their own 20-yard line. And for the second time in this game, Richfield starts from their own 20.
Really some long, sustainable drives in this first half for both teams.
Only the third possession of the first half for the Cats, a minute 53 to go. Willardson back to pass, throws out, and it's intended, it's caught by Morrison. He's got it to 40, the 45, the 50, into Morgan territory, out of the 44-yard line. And Morrison with a spectacular catch over the shoulder on a dead run. Willardson delivered the pass, and the Cats are on the move.
Yeah, 30-yard pass play there for the Wildcats. Willardson to Morrison. And Willardson really accurate this first half, 7 of 8 passing.
And now Morgan's going to take time out. A minute 44 to go. Morgan leading Richfield 12-6. The Wildcats are at the Trojan 43-yard line. We'll be back.
Whether you're headed to college or getting ready to travel the hills looking for your next four-legged trophy, you want to know that your vehicle is running right. That's why you take it to Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair. Fast, friendly service and over 35 years experience makes Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair your first choice when it comes to keeping your vehicle going. Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair off the North I-70 exit in Richfield, 896-8768. 896-8768.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Hopefully they can come up with a couple more big plays like the last one.
Now Willardson hands off to Ellis, and Brody finding his way close to the 40-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down at the 41-yard line for a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, Brody finding the yards hard to come by here on the ground against this big defensive line for the Trojans.
Willardson again in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, to the left. Low snap. He plants, throws a ball. It's caught by Morrison down around the 30-yard line, and it's complete. First down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Does a nice job stopping the clock as he was able to get out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:18 to go.
So the Cats are on the move here. Morgan with the lead 12-6. Richfield trying to answer. but they still have a long ways to go and not a lot of time. Minute 18, they're at the Trojan 29-yard line, and it's come through the air. Shea Morrison has caught both long passes. They've been tough catches, and Willardson has delivered the pass. And Willardson in shotgun formation. Hands off to Ellis, and he keeps it and cuts upfield. He tried to hand off. Richfield very fortunate not to have a fumble that time. That looked like a busted play.
Richfield really going to have to hurry here with the clock running. Going to take a timeout.
And so timeout on the field. It's Richfield, well, it's Morgan 12, Richfield 6. A minute 3 to go in the first half. The Cats with a second down, and they'll have 8 inside the Trojan 30 down to the 27-yard line. We'll be back.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, molds, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264.
At Wingers, we got tired of people thinking of us as just a wing joint. So we're changing our name to Wingers Roadhouse Grill. And to celebrate, we are now offering our new Fast Finger Lunch. You'll get an endless salad, our world famous sticky fingers, steak fries, and a soft drink. It's all endless, and it's only $8.99. The Fast Finger Lunch. Salad, sticky fingers, fries, and a drink. Only $8.99, and only at Wingers Roadhouse Grill.
Willardson rolling out to his right. Throws downfield, it's caught by Stewart. Stewart breaks a tackle, is at the 15, down into the 12, and the Cats pick up another first down, and they continue to move the football here through the air.
Stewart catching the ball by the Richfield sideline, could have went out of bounds, actually made a wide decision to turn it upfield and gained about an extra 8-9 yards, moving it to the 12.
Willardson with a quick snap, throws for Thomas in the end zone. Thomas catches it. It looks like a touchdown. Touchdown. Thomas with the circus catch in the corner of the end zone.
12-yard touchdown as Thomas goes up high over the defender. Nice throw, nice catch. Richfield with a chance to take the lead.
And that drive with just nothing but passes, a couple runs to keep this defense honest. And Richfield's going to try and take the lead here. Nobody's been able to kick an extra point here, and the Wildcats are going to try. Willardson getting set to kick here. And, of course, Willardson did kick some last year. It's been mostly not this year. He hasn't. The kick is up, and it looks good. It is. Richfield has taken the lead here. Richfield leads Morgan 13-12 with 44.7 seconds to go in the first half. Still lots of football left, but for Richfield, they've gotten off to a nice first half here.
Yeah, really accurate passing, Rick.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435.
It's this Morgan team. Morgan with a cushion defense against the receivers of Richfield, and you see as the game's gone on, the Richfield confidence in their passing game is increased to the point where now Morgan's defended them pretty well on the downfield pass attempts, but accurate throws and nice athletic catches.
And Richfield will receive the football to start the second half. If they can hold this Morgan team, they would receive the football to start the second half.
How important their special teams gets a stop here is we've seen some teams have some success on kick returns.
Last time Kerrigan returned it to the Cat 49-yard line. This is a shorter kick. It's going to be taken by one of the upbacks. That's Eltron. Eltron breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, the 45, and knocked out of bounds. And maybe that was Elton.
Again, they're able to get good field position on the kick return as Elton takes it to the Morgan 46. And 37 seconds to go here. Richfield defense going to need to still be focused here if they want to go in with the lead to make sure they don't give up any big plays to end the half.
Well, Morgan with their 4th possession of the second half. They scored on 2 of their first 3 possessions. Time an ally right now for the Wildcats. And back to pass to Saunders. He's being pressured, breaks a tackle, throws down. And he had a man all alone the center of the field, but credit the pressure there by the Cats defense.
Ryder Rimstein there for the Cats, able to get into the offensive backfield. And also
Harmon. Drayton Harmon.
Yeah, I think we've got
that's a wrong no.
Somebody's changed numbers on this.
Now Morgan, again a shotgun formation, wanting to pass here with 30 seconds to go. Over, it's caught, and it's into Richfield territory for a first down as that pass reception was by Elton again.
Yeah, a gain of about 15 on that reception.
So 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 40-yard line, and
26 seconds.
And Morgan has taken time out in a wild ending here to the first half here in Morgan. It's Richfield 13, Morgan 12, but the Trojans are on the move at the Wildcat 39-yard line just 26 seconds ago. We'll be back.
Hi, the Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
Teams have been throwing the ball so well, and that's really the reason for their points so far.
Thank you, Eric Peterson. Now, Morgan will do a halfback option pitch. Now they go back to the quarterback, and he's going to throw it. Saunders has a man on the move. It's caught. Down for a touchdown to Walmsley.
39-yard halfback pass. Unbelievable. 16 seconds to go here in the half, and Morgan takes back the lead.
Morgan turned around, pitched the ball, and they pitched it back to Peterson, who went back to Saunders, who threw it 38 yards, and Morgan has regained the lead, 18-13. Oh, unbelievable. Richfield's got to really, with 38 seconds to go, well, they scored. Richfield scored with, how much time did I have them with?
It was with 1:53 to go in the half.
Now, Morgan's going to go for 2. They throw it in for the end zone. No good. So it's 18-13 in favor of Morgan. 16.3 seconds to go. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built. You want a 30 here?
Yeah, just.
Pop-Tarts, 2 for $4. Ketchup, only 99 cents. Tomatoes, $1.29 a pound.
Where are you finding prices that low?
Andy's Market in Monroe.
And with those prices, I'll bet it's worth the drive for grocery shopping.
Oh, you'll save money on more than groceries. Andy's Market will give you a gas punch card, and you can earn free gas just for shopping there. And they have a bookstore, a bakery, and even a grill for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You talked me into it. I'm shopping at Andy's Market.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
Brody Ellis at the 15, the 20. Ellis is going to be racked right around the 25-yard line.
Brody Ellis with the return, tackled by Morgan's Brandon Anderson.
Oh, Rich, unbelievable, wild end of this first half.
A lot of shifting in momentum here. It looked like Richfield going to go into the half with the lead, trick play, and big play to put Morgan back on top. Morgan's only passed the ball 7 times, but with 3 completions, but 2 of those 3 completions have been for touchdowns.
And Willerson's going to go down on a knee. Richfield says, we'll take our halftime where it is because they know they're going to get the football at the start of the second half. And what's been a very entertaining first half of football here at Morgan High School. Morgan leads Richfield 18-13. And we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with our Southern Utah University halftime show.
Pop-Tarts, 2 for $4. Ketchup, only 99 cents. Tomatoes, $1.29 a pound.
Where are you finding prices that low?
Andy's Market in Monroe.
Now with those prices, I'll bet it's worth the drive for grocery shopping.
Oh, you'll save money on more than groceries. Andy's Market will give you a gas punch card, and you can earn free gas just for shopping there. And they have a bookstore, a bakery, and even a grill for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You talked me into it. I'm shopping at Andy's Market.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking's Big Blue trucks are recognizable throughout the Intermountain West, hauling products that keep this country running. Barney Trucking is honored to be a part of Central Utah and supports our local schools and community. When you're out on the roads, remember to drive safely. Barney Trucking of Salina, proud to support the high school teams this season.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
Great deals are easy to find at Designer Trends in Richfield. In fact, right now you can find little girls' rock and roll cowgirl bootcut jeans, sizes 8 through 14, only $59. Also in stock is a great selection of new belts and jewelry. If you're looking for the highest quality clothes and all at the best prices, then take a look at Designer Trends, located at 8 North Main Street in Richfield. For the latest deals and savings, like Designer Trends on Facebook.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Trucks move America, and that's a fact. DP Curtis Trucking has been moving America since 1982. It's a reflection of the drivers and the employees of DP Curtis Trucking. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to provide transportation services that meets the customer's needs with on-time delivery and in compliance with industry-related safety and regulatory requirements. DP Curtis will move your freight safely, efficiently, and on time. Call 435-896-4417. That's 896-4417.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
During peak season, your AGCO dealer, Mason Machinery, knows your equipment is your lifeline. AGCO PM360 Preventative Care can help you get the most out of your equipment, so customize a plan with your AGCO dealer that fits your machine and schedule. You'll get rewards for your preventative service visits and more. Get the details at Mason Machinery to earn points that you can redeem for AGCO cash and merchandise. AGCO PM360 covers most major brands, so visit Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora.
Whether you're headed to college or getting ready to travel the hills looking for your next four-legged trophy, you want to know that your vehicle is running right. That's why you take it to Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair. Fast, friendly service and over 35 years experience makes Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair your first choice when it comes to keeping your vehicle going. Red Hills Truck and Auto Repair off the North I-70 exit in Richfield, 896-8768. 896-8768.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, molds, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264.
At Wingers, we got tired of people thinking of us as just a wing joint. So we're changing our name to Wingers Roadhouse Grill. And to celebrate, we are now offering our new Fast Finger Lunch. You'll get an endless salad, our world-famous sticky fingers, steak fries, and a soft drink. It's all endless, and it's only $8.99. The Fast Finger Lunch. Salad, sticky fingers, fries, and a drink. Only $8.99, and only at Wingers Roadhouse Grill.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Really difficult the first half. They had 13 carries for 49 yards, but taking advantage of Morgan really started this game giving up the pass receptions downfield, and Richfield able to complete 10 out of 11 passes for 101 yards. We've had a lot of games this year, Rick, where Richfield maybe only had half that many pass attempts in an entire game. Total offense, 150
We've had
yards.
seasons where they didn't have that many pass attempts. I'm kidding, of course, on that. Now Richfield's only had the ball 3 times, really, in the first half. They scored touchdowns on both of them, Rich.
Well, and one positive as we looked at keys of the game is no turnovers. Unfortunately for them, Morgan's taking care of the ball too, and we've had some long sustained drives and probably our quickest half of football all season, Rick.
Well, if it's over in Grand, I told Duke this morning that we're not going to give him the game unless he was nice to me. But for our listeners in Sevier County that will have interest in the Grand South Sevier game, we will go immediately to that game. And I know they're hoping that we get off in time to pick up the start of that one. This halftime is brought to you by Southern Utah University. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. You'll experience more at Southern Utah University. Of course, Rich Barton, I watched him play basketball, and he was one of the greatest players I've ever seen. And Rich, of course, an All-American at Southern Utah University.
Well, as we start this third quarter here in about 5 minutes, it's really going to be important for Richfield coming out of the locker room, as they will receive the ball. Important for them to probably get some of that momentum back after that end of half touchdown by the Trojans.
One of the challenges for this Richfield team that we've had this year, in my opinion, has been second half starts. And in last week in Nephi, Richfield had a 6-0 lead on Joab at halftime, and then came out and they fumbled. They fumbled the kickoff, and then they had an interception. They had another fumble their first 3 possessions. And so Richfield is still very much in this football game.
And I think they have to have a lot of confidence. You know, it'd be nice to get their ground attack going, and we'll see if some adjustments by the Trojan defense, if it maybe gives a little more running room for Brody Ellis.
Well, both you and I have always felt that Willardson very capable of passing. I thought we would see some improvement from last week. That was his first varsity start as a quarterback, and he has definitely looked a lot more poised this week, and the receivers have caught the passes he's thrown.
Well, I liked how they started the game with their first offensive series. They start out on first down with a nice little 6-7 yard pass reception. His first couple of throws were a couple of short, easy completions, confidence increases. Now he's making some throws in some tight coverage. Receivers coming up with some great catches.
And Thomas with some nice catches.
Jerem Stewart, Shea Morrison.
How about Shea, a circus catch that really, well, he had a couple of really good catches. They've all been good. And I'll tell you what, this Morgan defense has, most of the time, they have made it so the passes would have to be very accurate or they wouldn't be there. The one, Willardson split 2 Morgan defenders. I don't know how he got the pass through them.
Yeah, and really, you know, you get the sense this Morgan crowd and also their coaches really kind of shocked by the Richfield passing attack. And, you know, I think a lot of them surprised that actually Richfield almost with the lead at halftime, if not for the success on the trick play.
Yeah, and Richfield, of course, coming in as nearly 16-point underdogs, according to Perry's Power Guide. And the Wildcats had the lead with just, how much when did Morgan scored with?
Yeah,
just
the Wildcats had the lead with 1:53 to go in the first half, and Morgan able to return the kickoff near midfield, and a couple of big plays and the 39-yard trick pass.
Why don't you set up, what was the trick play? They did a pitch back to
did a pitch to the half back, and
that was Peterson, Jake Peterson,
and through the touchdown pass to Walmsley, 39 yards.
Peterson pitched it back to Saunders. So they pitched it back to Peterson. He ran to the Morgan side of the field. Then he threw it backwards to Saunders, who threw it downfield, and they were all alone on that one.
And really took the momentum back going into the half.
Well, let's take another break here at halftime at Morgan High School. The Trojans lead Richfield 18-13. The Wildcats will have the football when we start the second half. And it's been just an exciting first half of football here in Morgan. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Often the air inside your home is actually dirtier than the air outside. That's because your air ducts are full of dust, allergens, mold, mites, and sometimes even rodents. These allergens are constantly recirculated throughout your home. Riverstone contractors can clean the air ducts, making your system run at least 10% more efficient and often clearing the air. Riverstone contractors can also conduct a CO test on the heating system, making sure it's safe for use this winter. Riverstone Contractors, 896-6264.
At Wingers, we got tired of people thinking of us as just a wing joint. So we're changing our name to Wingers Roadhouse Grill. And to celebrate, we are now offering our new Fast Finger Lunch. You'll get an endless salad, our world-famous sticky fingers, steak fries, and a soft drink. It's all endless, and it's only $8.99. The Fast Finger Lunch. Salad, sticky fingers, fries, and a drink. Only $8.99, and only at Wingers Roadhouse Grill.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Richfield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
Now, Rich?
Well, Wildcats, with all in all, a pretty good first half. Both teams similar, yardage as far as total offense. Just the two big pass plays for Morgan, the difference in why they have a 18-13 lead. Could be a game where we see the extra points come into play if it's a close game at the end.
Yeah, Richfield did make their one of their 2 extra points, and a touchdown now would give Richfield the lead at 19-18. And you're exactly right on it. Morgan has not been able to kick on any of their extra point tries. And Richfield will get the football as we start the second half, and they're trying to extend their season and make it down to Southern Utah University, the Coliseum, next week in the playoffs. I'm trying to see. We'll check that later. What day that would be?
And do we have any scores to report on, Ray?
Let me see if I can find them. I do have a text. I'll send a text.
And we mentioned Richfield kicked off to start this game, so they will be on the receiving end to start this half. And always important to being down here for the Wildcats to start off the second half in a positive way.
What they do is they give you a 15-minute halftime, then there's a mandatory 3-minute warm-up when all the teams got out on the field. So both teams came out on the field and they put another 3 minutes out, and that is mandatory.
We talked a little bit, looked like to start this game that Morgan was just going to run the ball down the Wildcats' throats, and they had a 15-yard penalty that really stopped that momentum, and Richfield defense seemed to do a lot better job against their ground attack, and then it was a big 4th down and 4 play that went for a touchdown for the Trojans through the air, and then the trick play to end the half.
Now the kick is going to be taken here down around in the goal line. I thought he was in the goal line, Stewart was, and the official blew it. And again, in high school, once the ball crosses the goal line, you can't bring it out. So Richfield will start from their own 20.
Richfield missing Dalton Brown, a key junior on this team. He's out with injury along with Spencer Henderson. And noticed coming out of the locker room for the Trojans, one of their second leading ball carrier on the season, Matt Murdoch, is on crutches, and miss the second half for the Trojans.
Richfield, who had 10 first downs in the first half, will now start from their own 20-yard line. And now it appears that Richfield jumped. The umpire throws a flag, and it's going to be a false start on Richfield. So it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Third penalty of the game for the Wildcats for a total of 15 yards penalized.
Now, Rich, let me ask you a question. Richfield had 10 first downs in the first half. How many do you think Morgan had?
I'm not keeping those.
I'm keeping them. I thought you'd be a little surprised on this. 7. Richfield had 10 to 7. So surprising
7 of those, majority of them in the first quarter.
Pass is thrown out, and it's caught by Cunningham, and Cunningham rolls out for the first down, or very, very close to it. I believe he has.
Looks like they might mark him a little short. Well, nope. Yeah, they're going to mark him about a yard short.
So a 14-yard pickup on a pass play from Willardson to Cunningham marks the football at the 29-yard line.
Actually going to be about a 9-yard pickup.
Well, they lost 5 yards, so it was a 14-yard pickup, Rich.
You're right.
So second down and 1 yard to go. Richfield in a pro set formation, and they're going to hand off to Ellis, and Ellis fights his way for the first down, and Richfield picks up their 11th first down here in this ball game.
Yeah, Ellis with 4 yards on the carry. Good to see Richfield move the chains after opening this drive with the penalty.
So the Cats do move it out to the 34-yard line. And they have a 1st and 10. Morgan leading 18-13. Initial possession of the ball game in the second half for both teams. And Richfield will send a man in motion to give to Ellis on the right side, and Ellis just hangs onto the football and spins his way out to the 35-yard line. There was no way he was going to lose that football.
Yeah, short gain of only 2, but you can see what the emphasis is after the last couple games is hanging onto that ball.
And so it's a 2-yard pickup as they move it out to the 36-yard line. So Willardson comes underneath center. He'll send 3 receivers to the right. Now he sends Ellis in motion to the left, and the pass is out to Ellis, and the ball's on the ground, and very quick to fall on it, but it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, one of the few incompletions in the game had Ellis out there, but just underthrew him.
Richfield was trying to get it out in Ellis's hands and have him shoot upfield, and it was just too slow, the play. So really it's going to be 3rd down. Go ahead.
Really a play we haven't seen out of their offense this year. And going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Willardson in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And now Morgan jumps at Richfield, and they're going to call false start on Richfield, I believe, is what they're going to rule.
Second penalty of this drive for the Cats. Going to make it 3rd and 14.
So Richfield came out, had a nice completion, picked up a first down, and they've been plagued by penalty and just kind of a few issues here. So it's going to be 3rd down and 14 now. Maybe a long 13. Cats will send Ellis, the only back behind Willardson, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and thrown over. It's going to be intercepted. And Morgan is intercepted at the 40-yard line.
Looking for Stewart downfield, and nothing but red jerseys surrounding Stewart. That ball was thrown right into the hands of Trojans.
Well, trying to look over there and see if Eric saw what happened there. The Trojans come up with the football at the Richfield 40-yard line, leading 18-13. And Richfield could desperately use a turnover themselves here. Morgan's, though, is going to hand off up the middle as it goes to Kerrigan. Kerrigan got that first down and then some. And I'll tell you what, this inside handoff has really been difficult to stop, and Kerrigan does a nice job of running it.
Yeah, big Kyle Stapley opening up a big hole up the middle, and Morgan starting this drive similar to the way they started the game.
So 1st and 10, the ball's marked at the 27-yard line of Richfield. Morgan leading 18-13. They're on the move here. And the Wildcats showing a blitz as they hand back the Trojans to Holland. And Holland fights his way past the blitzing man and gets close to the first down.
Yeah, I think he's got the first down, gain of 11.
So for Morgan, that's going to be their 9th first down here in this ball game. Second one on this drive. And the Trojans have run 2 plays, Rich, and they've had 2 first downs here in the second half. Of course, they did start at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
Their line just overpowering the Wildcats right now.
From the 16-yard line, again, they hand off, I believe it's Holland again, and Holland just following his blockers and gets down close to another first down inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, going to bring up just a 2nd and 1.
So Morgan's run 3 plays in this second half, all of them from the inside the Richfield 40. They picked up 2 first downs and 9 yards on that play. So 2nd down and 1. And now Kerrigan goes over on the right side, and he's got a big hole. And Kerrigan's inside the 5, picks up the first down around the 2-yard line.
Ryder Ripstein there for the Cats.
Game is brought to you today in part by Andy's Market. Of course, Andy's Market, proud to sponsor the defensive player of the game. They have competitive prices with a great selection. Also brought to you in part by Red Hills Truck and Auto. And now again to Kerrigan on the right side, and Kerrigan goes in for the touchdown.
Kerrigan 3 yards on the touchdown run, adding to the Morgan lead.
That comes with 7:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. And extends Morgan's lead to 24-13. And Morgan getting set for the extra point try. They're 0 for 3 so far. The snap is down, the kick is up. This one looks like it is good, and it is good as Morgan makes the extra point try. We're going to go down to Eric Peterson on the sideline here. Eric?
Season, Coach Morrison's been talking about how if the Wildcats hang onto the ball, they usually win, and when they make those turnovers, that ends up costing them. This game obviously has a long time left here, but Richfield's going to have to rebound and cut down on those mistakes.
Eric Peterson with our Designer Trend Sideline Report. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back.
Pop-Tarts, 2 for $4. Ketchup, only 99 cents. Tomatoes, $1.29 a pound.
Where are you finding prices that low?
Andy's Market in Monroe.
Now with those prices, I'll bet it's worth the drive for grocery shopping.
Oh, you'll save money on more than groceries. Andy's Market will give you a gas punch card, and you can earn free gas just for shopping there. And they have a bookstore, a bakery, and even a grill for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You talked me into it. I'm shopping at Andy's Market.
Back here to Morgan High School, and Rich?
Yeah, last week against Juab, it was an opening second half drive turnover that hurt Richfield badly last week, and a similar drive to open this second half today that resulted in a touchdown for the Trojans.
And Morgan's going to kick the ball. It's going to go back in the end zone. And they let him bring it out. And he was waiting for him as Stewart took it. He was waiting for the official to blow the whistle. The official didn't blow it, and Richfield will get it back out to the 20-yard line.
Riley Cunningham.
Oh, was that Cunningham? I said Stewart. It was Cunningham.
And I think correctly the official didn't blow that. It was right there about on the half-yard line where he fielded that ball.
So now Richfield will start at their own 20-yard line. Doesn't matter where he is. It matters where the football is.
And I'm with you, Rick. Cunningham seemed to think that the official was going to blow the whistle.
So now Willardson underneath center, hands off to Ellis, and Ellis is going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, he's going to lose a yard back to the 19.
Good push there by the Morgan defense again into the Richfield offensive backfield.
So Richfield looking at second down and 11 deep in their own territory. Morgan leading 25-13 in a game brought to you in part by Riverstone Contractors, also brought to you by Barney Trucking. And Willardson, I don't know, the official was down in the end zone. I don't know what he was doing down there. I don't know if you saw that, Rich. No, I didn't. Came running back over the linesman, over the change. Willardson fakes a handoff, throws over to the middle. Intended for Shea Morrison, just through his fingertips. Shea had a defender all over him and couldn't quite come down with it.
The ball thrown a little high, and Shea going up in a crowd there nearly came down with it.
Willardson faked the dive play and then to Ellis and then came back over to Shea, right close to the first down around the 30-yard line. So Richfield with a third down and 11 from their own 19-yard line. Shotgun formation this time for Willardson. Willardson looking to throw, throws over the middle. He's got Stewart, and Stewart has the first down. A big pickup for the Cats when they were deep in their own territory.
Yeah, needed 11, got about 13. Nice pass reception and throw there. Willardson to Stewart.
So the Cats able to pick up their 12th first down of this game. Morgan leading 25-13. The Wildcats deep in their own territory, but they would have been punting from, well, inside their own 20.
See if that can be a momentum changer for the Wildcats, keeping this drive alive.
Out to the 33-yard line, Willardson hands off to Morgan Torgerson on a sweep on the right side, and Morgan fights his way out across the 35, out to the 36-yard line for a
short gain of about 2 for Torgerson.
Clock is running, 5:51 to go here in the third quarter. And Stewart will bring the play in. And they gave him a 3-yard pickup there.
Yeah, actually gave him a pretty good spot. With 5:38 here to go in the third quarter, Morgan 25, Richfield 13.
And Willardson again in shotgun formation. He sends Shea Morrison in motion. And Willardson drops the football, picks it up, cuts upfield. And he's able to pick up some positive yards when he was really lucky not to fumble the football there, Rich.
Yeah, shotgun formation, low snap for Willardson, able to pick it up and actually did a good job gaining 3 yards on a broken play.
So the Cats are looking at third down and a long 5 here. The ball at their own 30, just shy of their own 38-yard line. Morgan leading 25-13. Willardson takes the low snap again, throws over, has a man, it's caught for the first down on a nice reception by Riley Cunningham as the Cats continue to do it through the air here.
The Morgan defense still giving up about that 7-yard, 8-yard pass play downfield, and that looks like it's there every attempt.
Well, Richfield started this drive at their own 20-yard line. They have moved with 2 first downs out to the 48-yard line. They're at their own 48-yard line. And Willardson comes under center. 2 receivers to the right. He'll send Shea Morrison in motion, going to the Richfield side of the field. Now the handoff to Brody Ellis, and Ellis is hit right at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for maybe 3 yards. But I'll tell you what, this Morgan defense has been tough on that run. It's maybe as good as I've seen Brody Ellis defended all season.
Yeah, it's been the best defense I've seen against a Richfield ground attack all season.
So the Cats are looking at second down and 7. The ball is on Morgan's side of the field, the 49-yard line. And Willardson, again, comes under center. Single setback behind him is Ellis. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, he sends Morrison in motion toward the Richfield side. The pitch is going back to Ellis. Ellis trying to sweep on the left side. He's stacked at the line, then hit again and fights his way and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard loss.
On that play with blockers out leading on the sweep to the outside, we're used to seeing Ellis get 7-8 yards at least on that, and the Trojans not giving him an inch.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Wingers, and we will be picking a Wingers Offensive Player of the Game, locally owned by the Jan Peterson family. They do a terrific job out there. You can get some Wingers, some sticky fingers on the south interchange. Willardson back to pass, throws out, and he throws for Thomas among 2 defenders, and it's knocked down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
And Thomas, a couple yards beyond the first down marker, just threw that little timing pattern a second too late, and the defender had time to recover and deflect it.
Well, it's actually going to be 4th down, as the Cats, for the first time in this game for either team, are showing a punting formation here. Wayman standing right around his own 36-yard line. The snap is a good one. And Wayman with a short punt, but it goes high. Takes a bounce at the 32-yard line. Well, not 32, the 27-yard line. And that's where Richfield downs it. And they're going to mark that at the 27-yard line, Rich.
Yeah, first Kevin Wayman punt, and the worst field position the Trojans have probably had in this game at their own 27.
There is no question that is the worst field position. They have started at the 30s, the worst before. Now the handoff by the Trojans is given to Kerrigan, and Kerrigan on the right side. He's across the 30 out to the 33, 34-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and a long 3 for the Trojans.
Kerrigan coming the sideline. That's about the first time he's been out of the game offensively.
Morgan leading Richfield 25-13, and they have the football. And now they give in the backfield, and this time the Cats are there with a whole host of tacklers. And I do believe that was Holland. We'll have to pick up who the ball carrier was. It was Holland.
Nathan Woolsey there for the Wildcats, also Kevin Wayman. Also Brody Ellis in there.
And it's about back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down again, a long 3 for Morgan. The ball at the Trojan 34-yard line. And Saunders will come under center. And he's going to get back to Kerrigan, and Kerrigan was hit at the line, and it falls forward very close to the first down, but I believe he's going to be short.
They're going to be actually looking at the spot. They had him down around the 36. He's going to be about a yard short.
So it's going to be 4th and 1. Morgan has yet to punt in this ball game. And I don't think they're going to punt this time.
No, they're not. They're pretty confident in their ground attack, even though it's on their own 36.
Boy, this is a big play. If the Cats can come up with a defensive stop here, they'll have great field position. And now Morgan's going to call timeout. This would be a big play. If the Cats could hold them, they would have it on the Trojan side of the field. But Morgan calls timeout. There's timeout on the field. We'll be back.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
Great deals are easy to find at Designer Trends in Richfield. In fact, right now you can find little girls' rock and roll cowgirl bootcut jeans, sizes 8 through 14, only $59. Also in stock is a great selection of new belts and jewelry. If you're looking for the highest quality clothes and all at the best prices, then take a look at Designer Trends, located at 8 North Main Street in Richfield. For the latest deals and savings, like Designer Trends on Facebook.
4th and 3 pass play that resulted in a touchdown.
And they give to Kerrigan. He's into the backfield, and he spins forward. It's very, very close.
The extra effort.
Oh, it's very, very close.
The spin and the extra bounce got him the first down. Really credit Kerrigan there because he was met 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Gave it a quick spin and
I think they're going to measure.
Very close. It's going to.
I'll tell you what, this could be a big break for the Cats if they've held. They would have the football deep in Morgan territory. Well, the 36-yard line, but the Trojans have been really unstoppable here. And they're bringing the chains out, and they're going to measure here. They're pulling the sticks out.
I don't think he got it.
I didn't get it. The Cats have held. They have great field position, and the Morgan Trojans have gambled, and Richfield has opportunity, but opportunity does not give you points, Rich.
No, and you know that was quite a risky call there with a 2-touchdown lead, 25-13, and a chance for Richfield to get some points on the board in a short amount of time here with 52 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So the Cats trailing, as you said, 25-13. They're at the Morgan 37-yard line. Willardson in shotgun formation. We'll see if it gets momentum. Willardson punt fake, throws down, intended for Stewart. And it's well overthrown, down, bounces around the 5-yard line. Stewart could not get around the defender to get down close to the reception.
It almost looked like Willardson and Stewart weren't on the same page as far as the route.
Let's go down to Eric Peterson for a sideline report.
I tell you, that was quite the stop there by Richfield. It was literally just a couple of inches is all between Morgan getting the first down and not.
A Designer Trends sideline report. Now Willardson in shotgun formation on a 2nd down and 10, being pressured by Kerrigan, rolling out. He's going to tuck it, go up, and he goes out of bounds. No, he stays in bounds, but he's tackled after he picks up 3, maybe 4 yards.
You know, we haven't seen this Wildcat offense out of the shotgun formation, and they've been going that quite a bit here in the second half, but almost every single time it's a low snap, and again, that time Willardson going down to the ground to retrieve that snap.
Well, he picked up 5 yards, so it's moved to the 32-yard line. So 3rd down and 5 for Richfield. And the quarter only has 10 seconds to go. Willardson will send a man in motion. That's Stewart. And he fakes the handoff, gives to Ellis, and Ellis is going to be stacked right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe fell forward, but that will end the third quarter. Richfield still with life. They're in Morgan territory, but they have a ways to go. 4th down and 3. Morgan leading the Cats 25-13. We'll be back.
For $4, ketchup only 99.
You want a full 60?
Yeah, let's do a full 60.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Trucks move America, and that's a fact. DP Curtis Trucking has been moving America since 1982. It's a reflection of the drivers and the employees of DP Curtis Trucking. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to provide transportation services that meets the customer's needs with on-time delivery and in compliance with industry-related safety and regulatory requirements. DP Curtis will move your freight safely, efficiently, and on time. Call 435-896-4417. That's 896-4417.
4th down and 3. The Cats are going for it here as we start the fourth quarter. Willardson in shotgun. Throws over. The ball's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And Morgan has held Richfield after the Cats took over at the Trojan 37-yard line.
Who knocks it down but 6'4", 280-pound Kyle Stapley, who has been a key factor throughout this game, stopping the Richfield offensive attack.
And so today's game is brought to you in part by Centricom Channel 10, also brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah. And now Morgan takes over at their own 31-yard line, leading Richfield 25-13. And Saunders is in shotgun formation. He does hand to the back right next to him, Holland. And Holland is still finding his way forward. He would not go down and gets out to the 40-yard line.
Holland not used to having a lot of carries. He's kind of their third back, but with Matt Murdoch down with injury in the first half, he's getting some extra opportunities and taking advantage.
This game is brought to you also in part by Sevier Valley Hospital, by Mason Machinery. Eric Mason, great staff there. Now, shotgun formation again. They hand off to Holland. Holland on the left side. He's got the first down. And then some. He's out to the 46-yard line as Morgan picks up the first down.
Tackled by Jeremy Stewart for the Wildcats.
And for Morgan, that's their 11th first down of this ball game. Ironically, Richfield has 13 first downs, 2 more than Morgan, but Morgan has the lead, which is the important part in the game, 25-13. And it's 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Saunders again in shotgun, fakes the handoff to Holland, and throws downfield, and is knocked down by the Wildcats.
Riley Cunningham there in good coverage against Bobby Clough.
And Elk was the intended receiver. And there was really double coverage down there, Rich.
Yeah, great job by Riley coming up with a batted ball.
That does stop the clock, so if you're Richfield, you got to hope that Morgan will throw more incomplete passes. 10:48 to go here in the football game. Morgan leading 25-13. And Richfield, desperate need of a hold and some points. Shotgun formation for Saunders. Now the quick pitch goes out to Kerrigan. Kerrigan breaks a tackle at the line and rolls forward out to the 50-yard line.
Gain of about 5, and would have gained a lot more had he not lost his footing.
Well, he was hit at the
tripped
line.
Up a little bit, but
and oh my goodness, he got a great spot on that. I don't know anybody that couldn't say that. He was knocked down around the 50, and they moved it down to the, let's see, where the 47-yard line. That was a terrific spot. I'm not saying, I mean, they've done it, these officials have done a great job. Give it to Carrington, and Carrington's across, picks up the first down and then some, down to the 39-yard line. So Morgan with their 12th first down of this ball game.
and also eating up a lot of clock as 10:01 to go here in the ball game. 25-13 Morgan advantage.
And the Trojans come quickly up to center at the 40-yard line of Richfield, leading 25-13. And now the handoff on the reverse coming back the other way. This time is to Jake Peterson. And Peterson crosses the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Almost guaranteed yardage on the ground every time they run, right behind Kyle Stapley.
Stapley's an impressive athlete, though, Rich. He just is. He's quick. He's just got great size. He's a good-looking athlete. And it's a 1-yard pickup, actually. They give him 39, second down and 9. And this time they're going to hand off Kerrigan. And Kerrigan's got the first down and then some. It appears to me that Morgan is wearing this Richfield defense down a little bit.
Yeah, they really are, and content to keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock ticking.
9:06 to go. The clock now runs on the first down. Morgan has tied Richfield with first downs at 12. And certainly those aren't factors. The points are 25-13. If you're a Richfield defense, you're hoping that you can bend a little bit here, but not break. This drive started from their own 31-yard line. The Trojans have 3 first downs. They've moved to the Cat 25-yard line. They'll send a man in motion, and they're trying to hand off up the middle, and that was a new wrinkle that we haven't seen from Morgan as they were trying to get it past.
New wrinkle that cost them a couple yards.
But I will say this officiating crew's been very, in my opinion, they've been very consistent, but they've been very generous with...
There are really not a lot of penalties. Richfield penalized 4 times for 20 yards. Trojans 1 for 15.
Now they give to Carrington, and this time Carrington is stacked at the line. He still wouldn't go down when he was hit at the line, and rolls and maybe picks up 1 yard. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, pretty good push there by the Wildcat defense.
And it appeared to me that
looked like
Mason Torgerson just stacked him. Yeah. And so now Morgan looking at 3rd down and 11. The ball at the 26-yard line. 7:38 to go in the ball game. 25-13. Richfield still in somewhat striking distance. I mean, they'd have to score twice, but I think another score would really cripple the Cats. Now, wanting to pass Saunders, going down, throws down the center of the field, and it's knocked down. Great defense there by Riley Cunningham of the Wildcats.
Bobby Clough in the end zone there, and Clough probably has a good 5-inch advantage over Cunningham. Cunningham showing his athleticism going up high to knock that ball away.
And that does stop the clock. Again, the Cats don't mind incomplete passes. This game is brought to you in part by DP Curtis Trucking, also Zions Bank in Richfield. Go ahead.
And 4th down here, they'll definitely go for it on 4th and 11.
I don't know what would change. They haven't punted
And they don't have a kicker.
Now, back to pass to Saunders. Being pressured, sets and throws downfield, and it's well overthrown. And the Cats have held, and they don't have tons of time, but they are still have hope in this game if they can come up with a score. 7:14 to go in the game. 25-13, Morgan leading. Richfield will have the football.
And Saunders took a good hit there by Brody Ellis as he released the ball.
They do take over at their own 26-yard line. Got to thank my staff for covering for me today, and also my boss, Doug Balch, Bob Miller, for letting me cover these games. Thank you. And now the Wildcats will send Ellis in motion. The screen pass out to Ellis, and he's going to throw the pass. He has him all alone. Holy cow! Ellis set up to throw the ball to Cunningham. Even the Morgan crowd, you can hear him say, "Oh," because Cunningham didn't have anybody within 20 yards of him.
That's actually the left-hander, Jerem Stewart.
Okay. I said Ellis, it was Stewart.
And just maybe rushed that a little bit, underthrew Riley Cunningham, who was at midfield, and there was not a red shirt anywhere near him.
Stewart is a 23, Ellis a 22, so my apologies there. And now Willardson on a 2nd down and 10 in shotgun formation, standing around his own 20. Wanting to throw a punt fake, throws downfield, and it's going to be intercepted, it looks like. And that will be intercepted by...
It's Christian Elton, one of their wide receivers from his linebacker spot. Defended really well. There really wasn't any way to get that ball to his receiver.
Yeah, that's one of the times today that I felt like we saw Willardson's inexperience, because it appeared to me that he kind of forced that pass. And Morgan says, "Thank you. This is a playoff game. We'll take the football." 7:01 to go. If there's anything that came out favorable in it, not a lot of clock ran off.
Yeah, you really would have liked to have seen that pass completed for the Wildcats on the trick play. Would have gone for a touchdown, no doubt.
Now Morgan from their own 47-yard line, and they are going to be stopped here.
Jerem Stewart and also Michael Torgerson there for the Wildcats.
And it's going to be a 2nd down and 11. The ball's marked back to the 48-yard line. Morgan leading 25-13, 6:33. Clock is running, 6:32. Time an ally of this Morgan team. Looking to, the winner of this will go to Southern Utah University in the Coliseum next week. Now pass over the middle. It's caught by Kerrigan. He's all alone. He's got it down to the 20, to the 15, and brought down.
Brennan Thomas, you know, the Wildcats a little surprised there on 2nd and long that they thought Morgan was content to keep it on the ground, keep the clock running, but a nice pass open midfield or downfield, and easy completion for the Trojans.
See, I'm surprised Morgan's done some unconventional things. They haven't punted at times. When they could, they've passed when you think they'd be running, but they've all played in for them today. Sometimes those things come out and bite you, but they have not hurt Morgan at all today. And now the Trojans will hand to Holland over the center of the field, and Holland's going to go down to the 12-yard line for maybe a 3-4-yard pickup, depending on how they spot the ball.
And Brian Curtis, Morgan Torgerson there for the Cats.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 7 as they mark it down to the 12-yard line. Morgan leading Richfield 25-13. And now the Trojans threatening to really put Richfield away here. Clock running. They got the good lead. And now it's going to be kept this time by Saunders. And he's going to roll the right side, and Saunders going to fight his way down close to the goal line.
Morgan Torgerson bringing him down just short of the goal line. Going to be about a 1st and goal at the 1.
And now Morgan picks up their 15th first down here of the ball game. This drive started at the 46-yard line, well, 47-yard line of Richfield. And they'll hand off to Kerrigan, and he's in for a touchdown. Kerrigan has extended Morgan's lead and probably salted this game away for the Trojans.
Yeah, Morgan really seizing control of this game with the trick pass play to end the first half, and Richfield not able to score ever since, and really Morgan been in control of the game.
And the Trojans score with 4:55 to go in the ball game. They extend the lead to 31-13. They're getting set for the extra point try. The kick is up, and it looks good. And let's go down to see if Eric Peterson is ready. Let's go down to Eric Peterson.
Really hurting the Wildcats is both times they turned the ball over. Morgan was able to convert that into touchdowns, and that's really the story here of this second half. But we'll see if Richfield can muster something together and try to make a run at it this last 5 minutes of the ball game.
And we're going to take just a short 30-second break. We'll be back.
If you want to compete in life.
The Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi offers state-of-the-art rehabilitation services. The physical therapy department is committed to providing patients with the highest quality rehabilitative services. As part of the hospital team, board-certified physical therapists work closely with doctors and other healthcare professionals in coordinating and caring for patients. In addition, they have a specialist with 14 years experience that's certified by the Academy of Wound Care. Next time you or a loved one needs rehabilitation services, think of Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi.
In this game, on both sides of the ball, also Jerem Stewart, both those seniors coming up big.
I'd agree with you. We do need to give some Player of the Game awards, as we are going to go immediately following this game over to the South Sevier Grand game that's being played in Moab. Of course, Duke Dance waiting for us immediately over there. And Willardson in shotgun formation, getting set to pass. Now he throws over the right side, and the pass is almost intercepted. Richfield looks a little more confused here in the second half.
Yeah, confidence shaken, and closest receiver there was Shane Morrison, but ball thrown about 8 yards beyond him. Fortunate for Willardson that wasn't intercepted.
And we do have a Wingers Offensive Player of the Game. That's your locally owned by Jan Peterson family. They have tender boneless chicken breast, and they're on the South Interchange. Who's going to be our Wingers Offensive Player of the Game?
We went with Jerem Stewart. He's come up with some big receptions, and also has played a good defensive game also.
Now a low snap goes back to Willardson. He can't come up with it, and he's going to be sacked for a loss down around the 20-yard line. They marked him at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
that was pretty generous spot there.
Shotgun snap has been a challenge all game, as the Wildcats have been trying to go to that, trying to move the ball through the air.
So it's at the 20-yard line. Richfield has to get out to the 37 for a first down. So it's going to be 17. 3rd and 17 for the Cats. Clock continues to run here. Willardson sends a man in motion. That's Ellis. Nobody behind him. And wants to throw to Thomas. Does get it to Thomas. Thomas is going to be hit at the 20 and then brought down. That quick pass just wasn't set up as there's double coverage on Thomas.
Yeah, the timing also on pass plays the second half hasn't been near as sharp as it was the first half.
As they move the football to the 21-yard line. And now Richfield is looking at here 4th and a long ways, and they're going to go for it as the clock continues to run. Willardson in shotgun formation, back to pass, being pressured. He's hit, he breaks a tackle, spins, throws downfield. I know, he got rid of it. And Cunningham's got it. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30. One man to beat, he's brought down to the 25-yard line. Willardson was hit 3 times in the backfield. He came through somehow. He lofted it down the field to Cunningham, who caught it, and he raced down to 25-yard line. Richfield is not going to win this game, but boy, they've had some plays.
Christian Elton with a touchdown-saving tackle on Cunningham, and yeah, give Willardson a lot of credit as he actually avoided their biggest lineman, had him almost wrapped up, as well as a couple of others, and had the wherewithal to get the ball to
Willardson now throws over the center of the field, and it's going to be intercepted. It went through Stewart's hand, and Morgan intercepts it.
And went right through Stewart's hands. Looked like Stewart was going to catch that at the 10, but went through his hands right into the Morgan defender.
It was kind of like he tipped it up to the Morgan defender because Stewart hit him right in the hands, but let's also, Jeremy Stewart was our offensive player of the game. We need to give our Andy's Marketplace defensive player of the game. Of course, Andy's Marketplace, you want to ask for a gas punch card, earn free gas just for shopping at Andy's Market.
We're going with Riley Cunningham, who's been real big in his defensive back position. Also, some great offensive play too out of Riley with that big pass reception moments ago.
Now rolling out is Kerrigan, and Kerrigan's going to be stacked right around the 8-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. Of course, in this game, it might go out to the 10. We'll have to see where they spot that, Rich.
Shea Morris and Jerem Stewart there on the stop. Kerrigan kind of limping to the sidelines.
Tell you, Shea's had a nice game today.
Shea been solid all season long.
And certainly, I can't say enough for how much Willardson has grown up in this game.
Well, it gives the Wildcats a lot to look forward to going into next season.
So Saunders comes under center. He's waiting for the back judge to count. He starts counting. And there's just under 2 minutes to go in the game. And Morgan will give it to Kerrigan. No, that was Holland. Morgan has not gone to their bench here. And I'm sure if they were to lose one of these players, they would be very, very disappointed here. They're going to win this game. And really, going down they get a first down, they go on a knee, and the game's over. Last week we saw that where Juab had Richfield beat, and they didn't go down on a knee and had a turnover. This is a good Morgan team. Been fun to watch them play today.
Yeah, really a good football game, and Morgan just too much for the Wildcats here in the second half.
And again, they give to Holland in the backfield, and Holland's going to fight his way forward for the first down. And that's going to be the 16th first down for this Morgan team. And the clock is running still, a minute 14, a minute 13 to go. And 32-13. Morgan well on hand here, going to beat Richfield in a game that was close for the first half. It appeared Richfield was going to have the lead at halftime. Morgan did a great play right before the half and really has not looked back since then.
Ever since that trick play to end the half, Morgan has had all the momentum and the confidence.
And again, the Trojans will hand off up the middle, and this time to pick up who the ball carrier is. And it's a new ball carrier, so I think the Trojans have brought in a little different running back here.
for the second consecutive week. Richfield starting the second half, opening drive with a turnover, and really not able to regain any kind of rhythm.
Cats are going to end the season with a 7-win, 4-loss, and they'll have lost 4 of their last 5 games. And now Morgan will go down on a knee as the final play comes to a close here. And want to thank all our sponsors: Science Bank, DP Curtis Trucking, Mason Machinery, Superior Valley Hospital, State Bank of Southern Utah, Centricom, Wingers, Barney Trucking, Riverstone Contractors, Designer Trends, Red Hills Truck and Auto, Andy's Marketplace, Snow College, Sunrise Engineering, and Southern Utah University. Again, the final score: the Morgan Trojans have beaten Richfield today 32-13. And for Rich Bart and Rick Robinson, we appreciate you being here. Stay tuned as you'll be able to follow South Samir taking on Grand right now. We'll take a break. We'll be gone.
Pop-Tarts, 2 for $4. Ketchup, only 99 cents. Tomatoes, $1.29 a pound.
Where are you finding prices that low?
Andy's Market in Monroe.
Now with those prices, I'll bet it's worth the drive for grocery shopping.
Oh, you'll save money on more than groceries. Andy's Market will give you a gas punch card, and you can earn free gas just for shopping there. And they have a bookstore, a bakery, and even a grill for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You talked me into it. I'm shopping at Andy's Market.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry.
Who do we tell people to tune into down at SU Youthville and listen to a ball game? Well, we can arrange those.